Escape with me to cowboy country, Arizona, in the wild southwest of the USA. The reason this city is so remarkably well preserved is because between the 13th and 18th centuries it was completely hidden and covered in sand. In fact, there's no evidence that any civilization lived here during that time. You can actually see on the columns how high the sand came up to because of its colouring. And in fact, the whole of this area would have been hidden from view, and it wasn't until 1921 that British archaeologists came over and started excavating. And the work began here in the Forum. You'd have to win the national lottery to be able to afford most of the boats here at the London Boat Show. Some of these behind me come in at a cool £650,000. But for those of us with a more modest maritime ambition, the holiday afloat companies are moored up alongside the manufacturers, and they're here to display their products for £19.95. Well, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. The things you do for television! I hope the camera crew can run as fast as I can, otherwise it's going to get decidedly dangerous. Let's go! But the history of the island goes back a lot further than that. In fact, 120 million years ago, it was all part of a continent where dinosaurs roamed. And this is a sort of a dinosaur freeway. In the cliffs you'll find fossils of plants and animals, and on the beach you'll find footprints of dinosaurs, such as this one here. Now, there's the heel, there's the middle toe, and the two toes either side. They're very big and they're very heavy, so it's a good job you're not allowed to take them away with you. What a busy life we lead, and to think that the pundits promise us that in this electronic world we'd all have more time. The whole world is full of people rushing to work, rushing to meetings, rushing down the gym, and rushing to the club. The big problem is they still don't have time. And that, of course, explains the growth of retail petrol station convenience stores. But at the start, middle and end of a busy day, when it's still important to look your best, they can't buy a quality, fine fragrance unless they go on a dedicated shopping trip to a limited number of stores, and many people just don't have the time. But they soon will. After 2 years of research and development, Chanel are set to launch a whole range of designer quality fragrances positioned and marketed at people on the move. And one of the most amazing things you can do when you're at the zoo is come and have breakfast with one of these fabulous orangutans. I feel really privileged just to be here with her. Her name's Binti and she's 13 years old. Hang a right, Binti. We're at Donington Park Racing Circuit with Slick 50 to find out why this product is the world's #1 engine treatment. What makes Slick 50 so special is its unique chemistry, which bonds PTFE, the world's most slipperiest substance, to the inside of the engine. It reduces friction and maximises efficiency. That means less wear, reduced temperature, prolonged engine life, and more miles for your money. Just one treatment of Slick 50 will last for 50,000 miles. That's a lot of protection for a lot of motoring. But why use Slick 50 as well as a good quality engine oil? All these facilities don't come cheap, but breakfast is included. So Bob, how long have you owned the ranch?
Well, we're the third family to have owned it now. The ranch started in 1868, and we're the third family. We've been here about 35 years now.
Really? And you're surrounded by amazing cactus everywhere.
Well, this is a wonderful desert. The Sonoran Desert has a uniqueness to it that you just don't find in any other deserts. The specialization of the cactus and the different trees and the animals are terrific.
And on the ride this morning, what sort of animals can we expect to see?
Well, we're likely to see some rattlesnakes probably, and certainly the coyote, and we may be lucky to see some javelina and even some mountain lion and things like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm at Royal Sovereign House, which houses the 1.5 million names and addresses stored on Morgan Grampian's unique database. This whole building is entirely dedicated to circulation and reader enquiries. There are 130 staff linked to the database by computer. In terms of Auto Trade magazine, that means on average a massive 1,500 changes per month. New outlets are always popping up overnight, and people are forever changing their jobs. So Eileen, how can the advertisers be sure of reaching them?
Well, we've long recognised...
As if that wasn't enough, I also had a go at the jet skiing.
All I wanna